Sometimes you just have to get away. I am riding the Geronimo Trail in the southwest area of New Mexico and through the Chiricahua Mountains in Arizona, just trying to clear my head and get a little bit of a break. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. I am almost to the Arizona border, been paralleling the Mexico border in New Mexico, and I had found this little trail in the southwest corner thanks to Sterling Noreen on his website called the Geronimo Trail. And it is the end of March. I wanted to get away from home. I was hoping that it would be warmer here. We'd had a great warm spell going through, and then all of a sudden, the day I'm supposed to leave, the weather has changed. I've been riding in some of the windiest conditions that I think I have ridden in a very, very long time. This is a terrible way to start a trip. High wind warnings everywhere, high wind advisory. I've got about 5 hours of riding to do. This is gonna be brutal, but gotta ride when time allows. And the period of time riding in those windy conditions has been long. But in this little spot, nice, calm, awesome. So yeah, I'm just trying to get out and explore a little bit, share it with you. I will leave a little image on the map of where I'm going to be. And I just really wanted to get out. Now, I know this is really crazy to ride 430 some miles just to get to the point where I'm gonna ride maybe 100 miles of dirt and then turn around and go home. But don't underestimate the value of just being on the bike. Now it can clear your head and give you an opportunity to kind of just think through life. And as we all have things going on, we could all use a little extra time away from what's happening to think about what to do, where to go, what we want, maybe things we don't want, and how to make those happen. So anyway, I'm out here riding. There's nobody out here but Border Patrol. It's on a Saturday, and temperature's finally starting to warm up. So yeah, let's head into Douglas on this road and go get some lunch. All right, I'm at my camping spot for the night, and I'm here early. Today's riding was awesome, Geronimo Trail. It's not very long, but the way it winds through the canyons and the rocky mountainsides there, really awesome. It is a long way to go to be able to ride there. For me, it was 420, 430 miles just to start, just to get on the start of the Geronimo Trail. But I needed to get out, and what a great place to go. After crossing over Geronimo Trail into Douglas, grabbed some lunch, and then now I'm in the Chiricahua Mountains, and somewhere around here is a national monument. I am actually much higher in elevation than I was thinking. I'm around 5,700 feet, I think, 59, so almost 6,000. So I'm hoping it's not too cold tonight. It's super lush here. I thought it was gonna be much drier. Fire risk is low, which is awesome. Riding through the Chiricahuas, I'm in the southern end of it. There's a way of looping through to get over and ride some of these back areas, and finding a very remote camp spot. I think the closest people I have seen is several miles away from me, so it should be super quiet tonight. And I can film without interruption, which is fantastic. So anyway, if you are looking for a place to ride in the end of winter, early spring, and weather is like iffy, I really think southern New Mexico, southern Arizona, there's ways of crossing over southern Arizona, good portions of it on dirt roads, not just following the fence, the border fence. Some parts they've closed so you can't ride there, but there's plenty of other areas where you can work your way through. The southern Chiricahuas, and I'm gonna ride the northern parts tomorrow. It's pretty easy to figure out. So I think you can't beat riding, especially when things are going on. Getting out and doing a ride is a fantastic way to kind of clear your head. I forgot to mention the turkeys too. I like all wildlife. It really doesn't matter what it is. And if I have an opportunity to observe them, I think it's fun. So coming into this area, there was a field full of mostly tom turkeys from what I could tell. And they were really gobbling at each other and puffing up, which was super cool. Anytime to experience wildlife and the great outdoors is, mentally, it's really good for you. All right, I am in Fort Bowie Historic National Site. I don't know if it's a monument or not. Riding through, adding some bonus mileage. This morning, I finished riding through the Chiricahua Mountain range, also around the monument, but not through the monument. It was pretty amazing. There are some fantastic rock formations. The road is super twisty, lots of switchbacks to get up over the mountains and back down. A few water crossings here and there, nothing of significance, but a really great place to go. Now, if you're looking just for a long weekend ride and this isn't too far from you, riding the Geronimo Trail and then riding the dirt roads to the Chiricahua Mountains it's awesome. There's plenty of places to camp. There wasn't a shortage of places for me to find to camp. I was just trying to avoid some of the cows. Of course, if you're in the mountains and the forest, you're gonna see cows out there grazing. So that was the only issue that I had, was trying to avoid cows, finding places to camp. But pretty much everywhere, it's pretty easy. It's awesome riding. It's not challenging. If you are newer to adventure riding, or you're an older adventure rider and don't want a high level of challenge, this will be a great place to go. Scenery is fantastic. And I love the desert. I especially love the desert in the springtime with it blooming. It is amazing. And this is just another place to explore. And I have really enjoyed this ride, and I will probably do it again at some point. Now, I finished the Chiricahua Mountains, and then there's a way to get back across, just start heading towards New Mexico through, like I said, it's Fort Bowie Historic Site. There's about 35 miles of dirt road that goes up and over. It's all deserty. There are ocotillo cactus everywhere, and if you look behind me, the stuff that's glaring in the background, that's prickly pear cactus all up and down the mountains. So very, very desert-like here. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I know at the beginning I said things were quite heavy, so if you've made it to the end, I will reveal to you 6 weeks ago, my neighbor took a permanent solution to a temporary problem in taking his life. Last fall, we were getting to know each other pretty well. We spent a lot of time watching football games together, and I knew he was going through a difficult time, and I thought he had gotten over the hump. And then 6 weeks ago, he ended his life, and did it in kind of a public way, of which was where he ended his life was observable by us neighbors, and that's been weighing on me. He was a good dude. He had his issues, but to have someone that close, I don't have a lot of words for it other than there's always a way out, and I've learned that through my own life. It just keep grinding day to day. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Find community, find connections, find something that helps you get through that. So yeah, when I said things were heavy, that was just one of the things, but that's made me reflect a lot on my own life, and seizing every opportunity I have to get out and ride and not wait for tomorrow, which gets me to the point. Remember, you can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. So get out and do that ride you've been thinking about, because we just don't know how many days we have, and things happen, and you might not get an opportunity to ride again, whether it be commitments, responsibilities, or hopefully nothing more serious. So anyway, I know this kind of dampens everything at the end of the video, but just want to be real with everybody, and life things are going on, and We all have exposure to things where getting out and riding helps clear the head. So do that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Get out, do some riding, ride safe, and I will see you out there.